Welcome to Simply HR channel. In this session, we are going to discuss on the second method. In the last session, we were telling about three major methods of selection process of an employee. If an organization looks for an employee for a vacancy, then we are going to conduct certain steps of selection in which a number of tools and methods will be used. And all those methods, whatever method you name, tool you name, technique you name, it will be either a testing process or a gathering information process or interviewing process. So now in the last session we were looking at a testing processes. Now in this session we are going to discuss about information gathering processes. There are major four tools by which we are trying to gather information, and this is a part of employee selection process. First and foremost process is application form or resume. Sometimes application form is what you apply in a standard format, which generally used for a huge collection of applicants. Maybe if you have come across the application forms for group 1 government positions, civil service positions, all those applications are application forms which are applicable for the entire country across the globe. That means you cannot define them in one number or a specific group of people. Then resume means what you are willing to give in detail, and those informations will be collected as one set of document. That set of document which goes in around 3 to 5 pages are called resumes. Then these are the information through which we are trying to gather informations. That is why it's a tool of employee selection. We are trying to gather informations especially related to personal information, official information, academic information, experience and other credential related information. All these are the major aspects of these application forms or resumes. Next is reference check. Reference check, and the third point we have listed as background checks. There are some essential activities are undertaken under these two heads, and more or less they are one and the same, but only one thing which differentiates them is reference check is an ordinary requirement, but background check is an essential requirement, wherein the employee's background with specific reference to social life and criminal background. That is where we actually rely on certain standard authorities for their certification for your conduct. That's how the reference checks and background check differ from each other. Reference check means it can be conducted with the referred information related people. You would have given if you go through an application form, there will be a column at the end of the application asking for reference details. Reference details from your past colleagues, past employer, and your faculty. So they can only give the specific reference of the relationship with which they are connected to you. For example, if you are getting to contact the faculty, means for a certain period of time you were there with them associated for some official or academic reasons. About those reasons, your reference is made. In another case, if your contact reference is a former employer, then the employment duration with which you were associated with that person, with that employer, is referred here. But in background check, it may even run for the past life of an employee in toto. It can even be done for the lifetime background, or with a specific reference to criminology background, criminal conduct background, then social contact background. So in this connection, background checking is required from standard authorized signatories like police authority, medical professional, or it can even run into a background checking with reference to your social media presence. So it can also be obtained from social media tools that you are presenting yourself online. So with these references, we make your background analysis thoroughly. That is how the reference check and background checks differ from each other. The next tool for gathering information is biographical data interpretation, BDI. Shortly, they are known as BDI. Biographical data interpretation is the practice or past behavior which helps to understand or predict the future performance. So whatever past behavior you had, maybe in certain application forms they would have asked you to give instances where you have come across a problem and solved the problem. Instances where you have come across a notorious customer and handled the customer successfully. Instances from a experience where you had been working under a impulsive leader, or you had been working under a very strict or psychotic leader, neurotic leader, under whom you have worked, and what is your experience handling him as a boss. Like that, there will be certain biographic background which we require in order to give you the new position. That is the case where we are using biographical data interpretation. So whatever you give as your strategies to handle those situations will be the past behavior which are helping us to predict your future performance. With these four tools, we can actually study a person's information and gather the information for relevant decisions to be made in terms of selecting you. That is how the gathering information stage or method of selection gets very important role in employee selection. With this, let me conclude the session. Thank you.